cold in the summers when you're alone.
I started playing music. It was just kind of like a cultural thing where my parents kind of got me to play piano when I was 5. And it wasn't something that like I necessarily enjoyed growing up. It was very, classical music is really like stick to the books. And I think it really carried over into like my playing because it just felt like I wasn't really with the music. When I quit taking lessons when I was like about 13, I kind of made it clear to my parents knowing that like I didn't want to play anymore. And I think after that point, whenever I played piano, it was just very liberating of like playing any piece I wanted, playing at any like style, and kind of just like not being bounded to like a judge or like, a harsh critic, So that was like the moment when it kind of really became like, I want to play something that I really feel. Guitar was always an instrument that like I really wanted to like learn. I tried playing acoustic when I was really little, but it just never, I just had this crappy acoustic guitar that just never felt right, and I gave up on it until quarantine. I started listening to a lot of guitar-based music like Mike DeMarco and during that whole bedroom pop era, and so I really just got into just wanting to like learn how to play electric guitar. I went to the store and I bought my own guitar. It was like $100 cheap guitar, but it was like the start of my journey through where I am now. Whenever I play the guitar, it's definitely like my ideas, it's not something that like I'm like technically like really good at. When I was in high school, I met a friend, his name is Johnny. He got me into making beats because I was listening to a lot of hip hop at the time, and he kind of sparked that like excitement of like, oh my god, I get to like make my own thing and I get to like try to, compose like whatever I want. And it was that kind of sense of like wanting to get better and wanting to like express myself that like started everything for me in music. Different types of music like that. When they like see my music, it's like very rock oriented and stuff. But it's like I grew up like my like whole foundation of music was like based on like trap beats and R&B. So I started interning at Classick Studios. I was sweeping, mopping, cleaning, doing the runs for clients. Just getting to know the studio environment because that's something I've always wanted to like learn about. And I think up to that point I've never been in a real studio before, and it's always something I've just seen in YouTube videos and stuff. So I was always like, I remember the first time I was there, I was like, whoa, this is crazy, seeing all the gear they use, and it just like woke something, because I was like, this is like what I want to do. I would be working there nonstop, just wanting to always be at the studio, and it got to the point where I reached a decision of like, I don't know if, I'm learning a lot more here than I am at school, and learning for free, so it just felt right to drop out and make that step into like fully trying to work my way up through the studio. And as much as I love producing and engineering, I think over the course of the internship, it slowly became pretty clear that like I'm an artist and this is like what I like to do, and I think it made that decision really easy when I had that like support behind my back. And meeting Classick and all the engineers there, it just kind of like was this like cool friendship. Next one. Bittersweet EP. It's my first project that I feel like is like very authentic to who I was, who I am now. It definitely wasn't something that I intended to write about, and for sure that like I guess like throughout the process of creating this project, it like changed the way like I started making music again, and just changed like a lot of like what I've been through this year. It's been a really tough year. I started writing at the beginning of this year. The project was about kind of just being in a relationship with somebody that just like kind of like made you lose yourself and just restructure you as a person. I think that like the beauty of it for the project for me was that like there were problems that were so big to me that like I couldn't really explain it to other people. I would want the listeners to listen to Bittersweet and feel like they can kind of just understand me better. It's a different sound and it's very different from like what I've been doing. So I feel like this is the first time I want people to really listen to it and understand just like my world and what I've been through, and either they resonate with it or they can like appreciate like the production, or they can just appreciate some things about it, you know, that I've never really shown before. My goal with music is fulfillment at the end of the day. I want to make a sustainable living off of it for sure, but it's definitely like at the end of the day what comes first is the music. It's just that simple joy of working at home and working on it alone or working at it with a studio, with a friend. Just feeling like you belong in this like world of like expressing yourself through different mediums. And I love the fact that I can do other things like clothes or like drawing or paint, you know, like to express like how I feel with the music. And I think that's like something that I always want to have inside of me.
Hope to see you guys stick around. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's been a long year, and to finally put this project out took a lot of time and a lot of hard work. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. It really means the world.